Thank you to CVS Pharmacy for sponsoring a portion of this video. Did you know that if you were blind, or blindfolded, your iPhone could actually describe images that you've taken, or just images in general? Pretty interesting. Not only can it describe the images, but it can pinpoint where certain objects are. For instance, this photo. I was in New York, took a photo of the water, and it was able to tell me where islands and boats were.
Use watercraft near bottom left edge.
This might not be the most useful feature for a lot of people, but I do want to talk to you about some of the iOS 15 features that I've found to be very useful in my day-to-day life. Hey, if we don't know each other, my name is James Rath. I'm a legally blind filmmaker and content creator. Living on the spectrum of blindness, I share that experience on this channel. I also like to show technology and travel and other things from a unique angle that maybe may benefit yourself with features you didn't even know about. If that's what you're about and you want to see different with me, welcome aboard. Today I want to talk to you about a few features that I found extremely useful with iOS 15. When I upgraded my phone this year, yeah, there were some bugs, but there were some very, very useful features as well, and things that have actually just enriched my day-to-day. Now, this next one I actually knew about, but I never really gave it a try. It wasn't something that I didn't think would appeal to me, but man, was I wrong. This is background noises. These are found within the accessibility settings, and whether or not you're using your phone on speaker or you're using headphones, maybe AirPods, background noises really changed the way that I use my device. You're able to turn on things like dark noise or a balanced noise or light noise, but you can also do sounds that are maybe a little bit more familiar, like an ocean or a stream. This is just a really cool feature because you can blend these sounds in with the media that you're watching. Maybe you're working on notes and outlining a video, such as me when I was working on this one. And I could just basically listen to this background noise that would help me focus. I have ADHD, I've opened up about that, and I've talked about how my blindness and my ADHD sort of get put into a blender. And then that blender is my daily dose of life. Background noises, though, just really changed the game for me this past few weeks when I really just tried it out and explored it further. Now, you can still use background noises when the phone is locked, or you can turn that off. And I found it really helpful, though, when I was just going about my day doing some chores around the house, and I locked my phone, I turned on either noise canceling or transparency mode. I'm just trying to pay attention to something in the real world. But with my AirPods and background noise, it just sounded so natural as a part of my day, and it helped me focus. I feel like it's just a very underrated and underutilized feature. In a previous video, I opened up about my journey with ADHD, and I talked a little bit about the progress that I finally made this year, and that is to get it managed, and that involves medication. And I won't go into those fine details, but something I do want to talk about is one of the accessible ways I'm able to safely take my medication. And that's actually thanks to CVS Pharmacy and their brand new Spoken RX feature, built right into their app, available on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. As a person with severe visual impairment, it is very important to be aware of what I'm taking when it comes to my medication. So whether it's a short-term prescription or it's something that is long-term, like for my ADHD, I want to make sure that I am aware of what I'm putting into my body. What CVS Pharmacy is doing is when you enroll in Spoken RX, you can actually just have an RFID label put right into your bottles. And that way, when you scan the bottle near your phone, it pops right on up. It's able to be read aloud by the app. Real quick, I just want to demo to you how easy it is to use the Spoken RX feature by simply just opening the app and bringing the bottle that has the RFID scanner built into it, bring them close together, and just like that, you're getting all the information you need read aloud to you, including the medication name, patient name, the dosage amount, and all the contact information that might be necessary, plus directions, because that's also important, knowing exactly what you should be taking when, and yeah, don't forget to read the directions. Have the app read the directions for you. Spoken RX is the very first in-app accessible reader for your prescriptions, built by a national brand. And this was made in collaboration with the American Council for the Blind, so You know it has backing from the community. Not only is the app available in English, but it's also accessible in Spanish. If you would like to enroll in the Spoken RX feature with the CVS Pharmacy app, you can actually do so in store with a pharmacist to make sure that everything's set up, or if it's more accessible, you can do it by phone. Be sure to check out the CVS Pharmacy app and try out the Spoken RX feature, and links will be available in the description. Thank you to CVS Pharmacy for partnering with me on this video. Let's talk about AR Maps. Now, Apple did pretty much headline AR Maps with all these upgrades that Maps got in the recent updates. However, AR Maps is something that I actually got to try out recently. I went on a trip to New York City for my birthday. This is really my first time exploring New York. I've been there for specific events or to meet up with specific people who didn't live like in the city, so I was kind of passing through the city, learning my way around Penn Station. This time, I was like a kid in a candy factory. I love the city. It's just everything being accessible and walking distance is so key for me. But AR Maps really helped me find my way. What happens is with all these tall buildings, the GPS signal is not perfect, and you get thrown all over the place. Like suddenly my phone thinks I'm across the street, looking in this direction. That's not the case, and I'm like, wait, I can't follow these turn-by-turn directions for walking. So with AR Maps, I was able to actually start scanning the area, and pretty quickly, within a few seconds, my phone was like, oh, you're here. This looks like the 3D maps that we've taken plenty of pictures of, Apple's vans kind of going throughout all these cities and addresses. And it's able to just kind of compare that to what Apple knows is, oh, you're in this orientation or you're going in this direction. So that always helped me reset my orientation when navigating a brand new environment like New York. Keep in mind, AR Maps is not going to be available everywhere, and it will slowly roll out to more countries and cities in the coming months, years. I hope, just as I explore new places, that this kind of technology, augmented reality maps, is just going to be more widely available. This is also going to be great in a format where I don't have to hold my phone up. Looking forward to the day hands-free AR is a thing. I'm glad the CVS Pharmacy app is accessible, but as someone who uses accessibility every day and incorporate it into my workflow, that's not the case for every app. The nice thing with iOS 15 though is I can actually change the degree or the settings of accessibility on a system level per app, and this is per app accessibility settings. With iOS 15, say there's an app that I use, right? It could be for content creation, it could be just day-to-day, fitness, whatever it might be. And that app doesn't offer dark mode. I can actually have invert colors or smart invert color mode enabled just for that app specifically. That way I can still have a white on black display, which is just easier contrast for my eyes personally. So I just want to let you know that per app settings is something available in iOS 15. Check it out if you use some level of accessibility, and if you haven't explored different kinds of accessibility, maybe because apps you use have collided with it when you were testing it out, try this, see if this might work. All right, lastly, I want to talk about this kind of cool feature. It's niche, but cool, and it kind of helps to show us where technology is moving forward. Look at this scenario. I'm able to take a picture as a person who has less than 10% of sight. Now, in the moment, that image is just blurry colors to me. When I snap that photo though, yes, I could pinch the zoom in, I could have it very close to my face and start to actually make out some detail. But in the scenario where I couldn't do that, maybe there's too much light in the room, maybe I'm outside in direct sunlight, I still wanted to know the details of what was happening in this image. I could take that picture and turn on VoiceOver, or maybe I have VoiceOver on already, and my screen reader can basically describe what is happening in that image. Now, this isn't necessarily new. VoiceOver has been able to do this for a while, but it can go a step further now, which has me pretty excited for like what is next, because I don't even know. But Explore Images is a brand new thing within VoiceOver, and it allows you to find objects or people that you maybe have in your photo library. So when you tap on a photo, you bring up the Explore Image window prompt. At that point, then you can skim your finger kind of along or just slide left and right to the next object that is found. And again, this is pretty new. It's not perfect, but it's been pretty impressive thus far from my experience. And just being able to go back and explore these sort of like very landscape or very exterior images that I took while on my trip to New York City is really cool to find fine details within, whether it was a boat in the water that I didn't even know was there, or just knowing that there was text or something somewhere on one of the buildings, and it just picked that up in a night shot. It's kind of wild. If you're a screen reader user on iPhone, try this feature out if you didn't know about it already. If you're not a screen reader user, just know it's really cool. All right. I hope that you learned something new. Maybe you're gonna start using your iPhone in a different way after learning about these features, or maybe you're gonna just start getting your prescriptions in an accessible format for you, thanks to CVS Pharmacy. But let me know in the comments down below. What is a feature that you found recently in a new software update? Could be iPhone, could be Android, could be Windows, could be Mac. Let me know. I wanna know about some new cool accessible features that have really helped with your productivity or just giving more better access to how you use your device. Comments are there for that. I hope you could see different today, and I'll hear you next time. Bye.